I myself have had to deal with perfectionism, especially when I've been doing YouTube and just overall life. When you have something you really want to be good at, you want to be the best at it. You want to be perfect at it. So you do everything you can. You watch people, you study people that are good at what you want, and you try to be perfect. You try to make sure you do everything right. Put the work in, put the extra mile, and, do that sort of thing. But the thing I learned myself that I didn't notice for a long time, and people are even around me that I know deal with this, and it just how it happens to the best of us is you get in a rut of being a perfectionist all the time that it's your biggest criticizer. And that's not a bad thing, but if it gets to the point where anything you make is considered bad because it's not the level what you thought it'd be, or if you know, you put so much work into it that now, let's say 3, 4 days later, while you're still working on that thing, that you're like, I don't like it anymore because I've seen it too many times. You know, Perfectionism is now going to ruin that, so you don't like that anymore. So perfectionism really is a double-edged sword. Now, how would you overcome something like this? Because like these topics are coming straight from me, like things I've had to deal with, that I know there's people out there in the space or even just in general life that maybe need some help with this kind of stuff. And I enjoy talking about this kind of stuff. I don't mind it. The way I kind of came over perfectionism is I understood that if I actually want to get somewhere, I have to put stuff out and just do it the best I can. Because being a perfectionist will stop you from being consistent. You just have to do your best because your best is perfect. Is your best is perfect. You're overthinking it to the point of where you're thinking to yourself, like, this needs to be perfect. No, you need to make it your best. Not your perfect, your best. Just do what you can. And then you just keep being consistent. And the more you're consistent, the more improvement will come without having to think all the time of needing to be perfect. Just do what you can and just make sure you're able to put things out and try and make things happen for you, being consistent with those things. Like perfectionism really is a double-edged sword. It's a blessing but also a curse at the same time because it can really ruin a lot of things for you because you focus so much on everything needing to be perfect instead of it just being good or it being best. It needs to be perfect. You can't always have perfect. Just the same way you can't always have a good day, you can't always have a bad day. You have to have one of those every now and then. So just do what you can and put your best out because you can put something good out. I know you can too. You just got to do it. Another personal experience I've had that maybe might be able to help you guys is like another thing is if you watched my last video, you're a failure. I talked about how I'm always failing and that's why I've been stuck in a certain subcounts because I'm not consistent enough. I want to be too much of a perfectionist. I struggled with that forever and I didn't realize it for the longest time. And it's honestly kind of embarrassing to say because I never noticed it for that long. But truth is, I really didn't. That was definitely one of my failures that I didn't realize but was having because of being too much of a perfectionist. I worried so much and everything needing to be perfect and needing to be the best of the best that anytime I seen something and I was like, oh, this doesn't seem good, I immediately deemed it as bad and then restarted or didn't like or barely put any effort in it because I seen it as it was a lost cause already because of being too much perfectionist. It's good to criticize because it means you want to improve. But when you become too much of a criticizer, everything around you just doesn't move. And that's not good. You need things to move in order to succeed. And that's just something I learned. And that's something I'm now putting into the works because I realize it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be you and it just has to be the best that you can do. But yeah, that's just kind of all I wanted to go through with this one. I mean, and before I just kind of end the video here, go check out my main channel. Like I said before, my other ones, this is just kind of me just making videos on my second channel. But yeah, anyways, thanks for listening. Don't forget to check out my main. I post there. I just recently uploaded. It's pretty much where I'm at all the time. So, yeah. See ya.